There are certain fragrances in my collection that just bring out a certain edge and a certain swagger. That's right. That's right. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy, Trey Sense, Trey Belafonte, RLL Cool Trey. Either one of them, baby. It's all the same guy. It's all me. So before we get into this, like this video, share this video, sub to the channel, and continue to check in and let me know where you are watching from. We global, baby. We global. We got them checking in from Australia, which is down there, England, which is over here. You know, we got them checking in from everywhere. No further ado, let's get to it. You could call these bad boy fragrances, I just think they got a little edge. I think they bring out a little bit of cockiness in me. And for those, you know, for those of you who have met me in person, you know I'm a laid back, chill kind of guy, but I am not lacking of any confidence and I am not shy. So it is what it is. So let's get the first one out of the way. The first one is the most common one, probably the easiest one to find in a rack store, maybe the only one you're gonna find in a rack store. From the house of Lattafa, it is Assad or Assad. Now, this is a direct clone of Don't Bore Her, Dior Her, Savage Elixir. And I may eventually add Savage Elixir. I don't know, I think they've got some type of event coming up at Dillard's, and I may end up trying to get them to throw Savage in as one of my decants. But this fragrance right here just brings out a certain savoir-faire in me, and a certain confidence and a certain cockiness. Why? Because I know the compliments that it invokes. Every time I wear this, and it's not one of my favorite fragrances. Neither is the original that is cloning Dior Elixir. It's not a fragrance that I'm just going, golly, I can't wait to wear that. But it works. It's a compliment beast. It's a compliment monster. And do I think you should get this? Yes. 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 I do, all day. This and the bourbon. The only one I don't like is the blue one, Zanzibar. I did not like that one. I gifted it. I gave it away. Too suntanny, too coconutty, too much for me. Now, does it smell good? It smells okay. It smells okay, but it just wasn't my vibe. This one, it is right up my alley. Now, Dior Savage, even though it's a very popular fragrance, it's not for everybody either. But that's why I like the fragrance, because it's not your average run-of-the-mill, pretty boy, sweet fragrance. It's not. It has a little bit of edge. It's a little bit bold. It's a little bit daring. It's out of left field. It's not your average run-of-the-mill scent. And neither is this. But I tell you, if I would be lying if I told you that this fragrance right here did not cause stirs and get me lots of compliments, to the point where you know you smell good when you have another woman come tell you how good, how can I word this? You know you smell good if you have another woman come to tell you how good another woman thought you smelled. And that lady was with her husband. It's a store right next to mine, to the one I work at, called Rule King, where they sell just various everything in there, from motor oil to baby chickens, no lie. And I was getting some fuel treatment for my car, help remove some of the water in the gas tank. It's, you know, we get some bad gas around here, even though I run 93 octane. But another story for another day. And I was standing in line, and the lady didn't say it to me. One of my homegirls works there, so she got off work. She came to the store. She's like, "Man, you had that lady in line talking about how good you smell. She wouldn't shut up talking about you, and she had her husband with her. She was telling her husband how good you smell. What did I have on? Assad. And she asked me, she said, I ain't gonna lie though, you did smell good. What was that you had on? Assad. Every time I wear this fragrance, I get a compliment. Is it close to Dior Savage Elixir? Yes, very close. There's a lot of people that are gonna get in the comments and say, no, it doesn't last as long. You're right, it doesn't. It doesn't. It only lasts 7, 8, 9 hours. This stuff lasts all day. What Lattafa fragrance have you sprayed on that doesn't last? What do you need a fragrance to do? You don't need it to stay on for 2 or 3 days. So does this last long enough? Yes. And for the price that you're gonna get it at, $20 to $25 at Burlington, what else do you want for a 100 ml fragrance? So you can buy 3 of these, 4 of these, 5 of these, maybe even 6 of these for what you're gonna pay for 1 bottle of Dior Savage Elixir. So to me, it's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. But the reason for this video is this fragrance invokes a certain amount of confidence and cockiness in me. So Lattafa aside. This next one, not gonna find this at no rack store, not yet. You probably have to order this one. You may can get it at places like Joma Shop. Absolutely stunning fragrance. And it's fun to say. Triumph of Bacchus by Argos. Absolutely fun to say. Great bottle, great presentation. Everything about this fragrance is what it should be. If you are a frag head, you need something from Argos in your collection. Oh my goodness. This ain't for everybody. This is not for everybody. I'm gonna tell you, this is not for everybody. If you don't weigh at least 200 pounds and have a beard, don't leave this alone. Just don't. Because when you walk by smelling like this, they gonna expect a man. They gonna be looking for Barry White or Gerald Levert, somebody like that coming through there. All y'all little Keith Sweats, leave this alone. All y'all whining and begging, leave this alone. Leave this alone. Leave this alone. They're gonna be expecting Big Bub from the group today. Y'all remember that? Dave Hollister. Somebody like that. That's who they're gonna be looking for. You come through there smelling like this, man. The tobacco may be a little too much for some people. The tobacco is heavy in the opening, but it is a beautiful, smooth, fruity tobacco. It is a punch in the nose. Now it's gonna dry down very vanillic and be good. Is it similar to red tobacco? Yes, in the opening. But in the dry down, no, they go 2 different directions. But just having this in your collection, man, that's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. And if you shop at places like Joma Shop, you can find stuff like this at a really, really good deal. You can find fragrances there at a cheaper price than you can going to the mall and paying $150 to $200 for a designer fragrance, and you can get a niche, independent fragrance like this. And the combination of these two together makes me think, maybe I should layer them. But then I thought to myself, just that quick, if you layer these fragrances, boy, you might just combust. That's too much. Too much. Them two together, you know, if I mess around and spark my wrist with them two on, man, I might catch fire. But you're talking about 2 fragrances that are fire. And again, the reason for this video is the confidence that I wear. I can't say that I've had any compliments with this, but man, just the way that I feel when I wear it, my head goes back and just, I'm talking about, I had to duck to get in, you know, to get in buildings, because it's just Triumph of Bacchus, man. Tobacco, fruit, vanilla, beauty. We're gonna stay with the tobacco theme from the house of Mancera. It is red tobacco. And this, I haven't sprayed this on in a minute, but I don't have to. That's how strong this is. That just makes me smile, man. That just makes me smile. And One bottle of this is almost a lifetime supply, because honestly, you don't need but 2 sprays of this, 3 sprays at the most, 4 if you're gonna be outside, and that is pushing it. It just does not require a lot of this, and red tobacco is the perfect name for that, because you get this sort of bright redness with it, but what you're gonna get is this tobacco that is a kick in the face. Everybody is not gonna like this fragrance, but if you wear this properly and you dress this the right way, and it's the right mood and the right temperatures, you will get compliments from this. Now again, if you put on 6 sprays of this, they're not gonna tell you smell good, because their nose is gonna be burning. So you can't do that with this. You have to be mindful and be considerate of your sprays. My advice is you spray it strategically. Hit yourself behind the neck, bam. These are where I place my 4 sprays. 1 behind my neck, wrist, and I come a little bit further up. So if I'm washing and even if I got a hoodie on, I spray it about right here. That way if I wash my hands, I'm not washing it off my hands. So I spray it about right here, spray it about right here, and then bam, to the middle of the chest. And that's all you're gonna need. That is all you're gonna need. And that gets you coming and going. And it's projection monster, but this is fire. And it's just so warm and nice. But the thing about it is, again, it's not the type of scent you want to wear if you're going in a situation where you want her to cuddle and come close. If that be the case, you can still wear this. But I'm gonna tell you a little trick I use for that. And people are like, "You spray down there?" Yes, I spray around your waist. That way, you can still smell it, and you know it's a lot of heat coming from down there. So spray around. I'm not saying spray your junk. Calm down. Don't suggest that. I don't suggest that. But I'm saying spray around your midsection, because that way it's not in your face. If it's not in your face, it's not in hers either. That's the point, guys. You know what I'm saying? So I say spray a little bit around your waist and then hit the back of your neck, and that be it. That be it. Because if you spray it on your chest and she comes and cuddles, it might be too much, and it might cause her to get up off of you. You know what I'm saying? So back of your neck, round your waist, maybe the bottom of your hoodie or the bottom of your shirt, somewhere around in there, and just be done with it. Because, and then maybe the forearm over here, but I wouldn't put it on the arm that she's gonna be in. No, I would put it over here, and that may be the 3 sprays and be done with it. Because if you go too many, you're gonna set her on fire. You're gonna set her nose on fire. Now, do I think it smells good? Yes, but extremely strong, good smelling. But this fragrance right here brings out a certain savoir-faire in me, a certain confidence that I am him when I spray that on. All right, now moving along. From the house of Christian, Don't Bore Her, Dior Her. You know, one of these had to make the list. I understand we got a side on there, but from the house of Don't Bore Her, Dior Her, this is Savage, and this is the Eau de Parfum. Now I could have went with the EDT, I could have went with the EDP, which I did, or I could have went with the Parfum. The only one I don't have is the Elixir, and then that new one that came out, I didn't really like it. I bought it and took it back. I didn't even open it because I had some samples of it, and I just was like, no. It didn't, the reason that I took it back is because it didn't last long. I mean, it's an alcohol-free, water-based fragrance, you know, which is a great concept, but why didn't they just go oil-based with it? I'll tell you why. Because that joint would have lasted forever, and it would have hurt the sales of Elixir. But if they wanted to go and make a non-alcohol based fragrance, then they should have just went 100% oil-based, and that would have been dope. Dope. But that sucker would have lasted forever, and they're not gonna do that. Give myself a little spritz of this. Now this, to me, this is the perfect combination between the EDT and the Parfum. You get projection like from an EDT, but you get some more depth and richness like you get from a Parfum. So I think this one is right in the middle. I never forget wearing this one. I went to talk to some people about a loan one time that I thought I was gonna get, but we just couldn't get right on the interest rate, so I had to leave them alone. And that lady walked by me 3 or 4 times. Finally, she stopped and she said, I don't know what you got on, but you got this whole office smelling good. I said, thank you. What did I have on? I didn't bore her. I Diored her. Christian Dior Savage, or Savage, as everybody that asked me about this cologne calls it. Here's the thing. When you're talking about Savage, most people are going to buy the cheapest one, which is the EDT. So there's not as many people wearing the EDP, and there's not as many people at all wearing the Parfum because they are up more in price. So people are going to be like, well, just give me that one, because that's just the way most people are, until it comes to buying Creed or something that they think is, and then they'll, you know, whatever. But I like this fragrance because it's cutting edge. It's a little bit blue, a lot spicy. I like it a lot. I mentioned Assad earlier. I almost didn't put Assad in here. I almost put Chanel, Bleu de Chanel Parfum. I almost put that one in here instead because, I mean, let's face it, it do me bad too. It does me bad too. But this one right here, man. The dry down of this to me is just so smooth, and I like it. I like it. You get a little bit of a blue, a little bit of a Broxen, but you're gonna get some spice. Again, another fragrance that does punch really, really well. So all of these are going to be fragrances that you can't spray a lot on, but that's good because it'll, you know, help the fragrance last along. It will help the bottle last longer because you can't go a ton of sprays of this. You're gonna have to be mindful of your sprays, and I think that's a good thing. But I like it, and I think this is an anytime, anywhere type of scent. So winter, summer, spring, fall, t-shirt and shorts, basketball shorts and a t-shirt, blue jeans and a polo, blazer and jeans and some shoes, whatever. This fragrance, you can, you know, does it all. You can wear it with any of that. It's a very versatile fragrance, and that's why I like it. But it also brings out a little bit of confidence in me. I don't wear it a lot because, again, everybody wears it, but most people choose the EDT because it's a little bit more wearable and it's a little bit less expensive, but don't sleep on that one. Next, this one right here, man. I love this fragrance. It's just different, from the house of Tom Ford, and it is Oud Mineral, and I love this fragrance. Why do I like this fragrance? Because it's just different. It's got that violet leaf type of vibe mixed in with that oud. It's spicy. I'm gonna give myself a spray of this. Oh boy. Dare to be different. Dare to be different. Man, so good. That is so good, guys. So I'm gonna try to sum this up for you and give you and paint a picture. When you spray it, when you smell it here, you're gonna get more of a violet leaf type of jam. But when you put it on your skin and it starts to react, you get this earthy, violet leaf, oudy, chocolatey, just goodness. And when I wear this, when I spray this on, I feel like the man, because I'm thinking to myself, yeah, a lot of people are not gonna have what it takes to pull this off because it's not fresh, it's not clean, it's not unisex, ultra fruity. No, sir. You smell this, you know a man is wearing this fragrance, and a mature man, a man with some gray and some silver and some black in his beard, you know. You know a man is wearing this. That's what that's what comes to my mind when I smell a little bit of leather. Tom Ford did a bang up job on this one. I think this is nice. Really, really nice. Nothing cheap smelling about this fragrance. I don't have a ton of Tom Fords, maybe 6. Let's see, I got Noir Extreme and Noir Extreme Parfum. I got Grey Vetiver. I got Boys. I got, what is that? Oh my goodness. My mind just went blank. Eau de Jour. And then I got Black Orchid Parfum. And then I got that one that just came out, Pacifique or something. Yeah, I got it. And I got this. So I don't have a ton of Tom Ford fragrances, 6 or 7, and that's plenty. This is nice though. This is my favorite out of all of them, even over the Noir and the Noir Extreme, which those are nice. Those are good. Those lean sort of unisex. And Black Orchid Parfum is a woman's fragrance, but to me it leans really unisex. To me it leans more masculine than it does. Eau de Jour, nothing unisex about that fragrance at all. And this one fits in the same category, but I like this one because it's cutting edge, it's different, and I feel like nobody else is wearing this fragrance, at least around here. And that just gives me a little bit more of a boost of confidence. I haven't received any compliments on it, but still, I love it. This next one, man, this line is really, really good, and I was late to this line. I now have 2 from this line, and this is from the house of Giorgio Armani, and this is from the Stronger With You line, and this is Stronger With You Absolutely. And I have Stronger With You Parfum. And this right here, man, it's just sexy. This is just a sexy, sexy, sexy fragrance. Sweet, boozy, fruity, spicy. It's one of those fragrances that when a woman smells this on you, she knows that you mean business. Now, it is popular and it is a lot of people wearing this fragrance, but I think more people are going to lean towards the original Stronger With You, which is good. I do have the Stronger With You Parfum, and I like that one. I'm looking to add tobacco and, is it sandalwood? I think, yeah, tobacco and sandalwood. I'm looking to add those 2. I think there's a Stronger With You Oud. I may grab that one too, but definitely looking to add the tobacco and the sandalwood, because if you haven't guessed by now, tobacco make me feel some kind of way. But nonetheless, this is deep, rich, dark, slightly fruity. It has a little bit of freshness that runs through the bottom of it, which makes it sort of wearable any time of the year. It's not too much. It is nice. It is masculine. Again, this is a sexy, sexy fragrance. Women really love this fragrance and they react to it really, really well. Because I think it smells a lot more expensive than what it really is. But from the house of Giorgio Armani, it is Stronger With You Absolutely. Stronger With You Absolutely. And last but certainly not least, one of my favorite fragrances from one of my favorite houses, from the house of Aaro, from the Wanted / Most Wanted line. This is Most Wanted Parfum. And this is a nice fragrance as well. This was a great list and a fun list to do, by the way, because all of these fragrances just, I mean, go hard. And honestly, this is enough right here. If I didn't, oh my goodness. If I didn't have any more fragrances in my collection, but other than these right here, sweet, but yet light and boozy. It comes off a little bit clean, but it mixes so well with whatever that is that's in it that gives it this nice and sweet smell. Very strong fragrance. It lasts and lasts and lasts, goes very hard on your skin. Most people would say, yeah, Trey, all those are cool weather fragrances. Listen, you could say that, but I'm a firm believer that you can wear anything, anytime. It doesn't have to be a certain season, because do you think when they made this, they thought, hey, they only gonna wear this in the winter? No, because if you can't wear a fragrance in the middle of the summer, then you're probably overspraying it. And I get that some do better in the winter, but at the same time, it wasn't designed just to be a winter fragrance. It was designed for you to buy and wear. You know, they don't envision us having 75 fragrance. They envision you liking this fragrance, this being your scent, you wearing it every day until you wear out. And then you go buy it again. That's how they think. But this is really, really, really good. And I like it. I like it a lot. From the house of Aaro, this rich, but yet at the same time light, slightly fresh, sweet, slightly boozy, playful, sexy, romantic fragrance from the house of Aaro is one that I really, really like. Yeah, it may be my favorite from now. It's hard to say that though, because I have Wanted perfume in the silver bottle, and I have the new Wanted Forever in the gold bottle. Both of those are good. The one that gets overlooked the most is Most Wanted Cologne and Wanted Tonic. Those two are perfect for this time of the year, but all of them can be worn at any time. This is a little bit more playful than the original Most Wanted, which is a banger of a fragrance as well, and so is Wanted by not all of them. You know, is this the best line of fragrances in Fragcom from a designer? The Wanted / Most Wanted line, would it be the best? Because if you can't find 2 or 3 fragrances from that line that you like, you ain't trying hard. You just ain't trying hard. But nonetheless, I really enjoyed this fragrance. I really like it. So from the house of Aaro, from the Most Wanted line, it is Most Wanted perfume. That's a good one. Man, listen, thank you all for being the best part of this channel and continuously checking in and watching these videos. I really hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly enjoyed making it. So thank you all for another great month. I appreciate you. I'm gonna get off of here because I got some editing to do, some thumbnailing to do, and all of that stuff. I love you all, and may God bless you all. Till next time, guys. Peace.